been waiting for you. Judgment Day is here. It's time to play the game.
A Mad Max revolution is inevitable, and some of us reject the homecoming of Elon Musk, should he possibly be deported back home to South Africa, because some of us see his plans coming a mile away. I'm MrShowTym, and you are watching the Showcast. Welcome back to the MrShowTym Showcast. It bothers me not knowing how can we possibly defend ourselves against, a tyrannical, iron fist government. What can we, as the people who are on the ground, what can we do about this? Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, okay, the supposed encrypted internet domain that is not connected to, the matrix, the government. Julian Assange is set to be extradited to the United States to face the music. And it's just very damning. It's upsetting. It's disgusting. Because Julian Assange was doing his job, reporting, and he exposed very powerful secrets of the government. And of course, we, as people on the ground, we are at the behest of whatever jurisdiction we preside in. And you piss certain people off, yeah, they'll make you pay for it. Same goes with Edward Snowden. I mean, these people took quite the bite of the forbidden fruit, and they've already cemented their legacies. Okay, because pretty much they sacrificed himself. Edward Snowden is still over there in Russia, presumably, and God forbid he ever gets extradited to the United States, because that would be the end. Now, as for Julian Assange, he exposed government secrets of, mass surveillance and whatnot. And certain things have become undeniably clear. We're being watched, we're being surveilled, we're being monitored. And I just recently I've watched several of his documentaries, including the recent one where he came out of prison, was released from Belmarsh prison, and considering the escalation of our political climate, considering what's happening in the UK, in England. England is now a third world country, basically. You can't say anything. It is very much intentional. And the United States is falling. Now they're trying to keep it on life support because, there's something called inflation. Trump is trying to threaten other countries with tariffs. That's going to have a negative effect in the longevity. And then the Agent Smiths are trying to somewhat keep the United States afloat by giving them these bids to host World Cup sporting events. FIFA World Cup is, it's coming next year. It's in the United States. And the following Rugby World Cup is going to be hosted also in not the following one, the one after 2027, 2031. It's all intentional. And they have completely blacklisted South Africa from hosting any major sporting tournaments. Why? Because they want to deplete us economically. They want to economically deplete us dry. Why? Because we dare challenge Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel over his genocidal crimes over there in Israel, in the Gaza Strip. Funny how they say, "Oh, there's a genocide here." Yeah. No, there's a genocide happening in Gaza. Folks, this is all biblical because the Agent Smiths, okay, I'm speaking in code here to those who are listening to me for the first time. I call the God's chosen people the Agent Smiths, okay, because I'm trying to, try not to trigger the algorithm. The Agent Smiths, it is a spiritual mission that they have to try and rebuild the third temple and drawing out the Antichrist. That'll be their Messiah. Because the Agent Smiths believe that the Messiah is still yet to come. Meanwhile, us Christians believe that the Messiah has already came and we're waiting for his second coming. And by the way, I've done this in previous videos, okay? There's nothing new. But with regards to Julian Assange, what is it that we can do? Because to sit here like a bunch of sitting ducks, sure, speech is powerful, okay? It makes people act. It makes people take action. I mean, there was a time where I thought that I'd lost faith in all of humanity. There's some people, okay, who have given me slight glimpses of hope.
Roughly 950 people have been charged with crimes related to the January 6th attack. Of those, 284 were charged with assaulting or resisting an officer, 295 were charged with obstruction of an official proceeding before Congress, and 18 were charged with seditious conspiracy. An estimated 465 have pleaded guilty and entered plea deals. Approximately 335 have received sentences for their part in the attack. 185 of those sentences included time in prison. 10 years is the longest prison sentence an individual has received thus far. A reported 140 law enforcement officers reported injuries related to the attack. It is also believed 7 people died in connection with the attack. Trump is facing 4 potential charges for his role per a recommendation by the January 6th committee in December 2022.
I'm talking about the J6s who, quote, stormed the Capitol because, they wanted to, stop the steal. And, the establishment leaders, they made certain to send a clear signal, a clear message to any of you peons that you dare try it. This is what happens. Sentence you to, forever under the prison. Also, considering what's also happening with the whole Ghislaine, Maxwell possibly testifying. This whole Epstein fiasco, okay? It is done on purpose to purposely accelerate the distrust in our so-called justice system, because they want to get to a point, folks. I've pretty much alluded this before. What they're doing now, all these documentaries, they are showing you that the justice system is broken. That's basically what I made it clear. And with the whole Epstein thingy, Epstein got the sweetheart deal, but he was allowed to roam free. Only he was made to come back in the later hours of the evening. Who gets a deal like that? I'll tell you who. Someone who didn't commit any crime at all. Yes, folks, I am alleging, I am stating that Jeffrey Epstein did not commit any crimes. He was falsely convicted. I mean, come on. Have you not seen this play out over and over again? Look at Diddy. Human sex trafficking. They prepare you and they marinate your mind to the idea of whatever agenda that they want you to think. So they play up this hysteria that someone's a terrible person. Diddy, oh, look at her beating up Cassie. Only to find out that Cassie was stealing an item of Diddy, and Diddy was merely trying to stop her from escaping. Now, should he have succumbed to physical violence like he did? No. But that was all planned out to play out. That, Diddy should go to jail. He should be, thrown in jail for the rest of his life. Only to find out that, the testimonies were weak. And therefore, that's how Diddy was able to avoid the more serious, heavier sentencing. He's got like a light sentence. He'll be out in a jiffy if he doesn't get pardoned by Trump. Even Trump pardoning him and or Ghislaine Maxwell will leave a bad taste in people's mouths with regards to the trust in the justice system. It's done on purpose. Virginia Giuffre, the supposed victim of Jeffrey Epstein, one of them. Who are the rest? Where are all of these supposedly, I think they said 50 other underaged victims then? Underaged then. Who are they? Aren't they supposed to be under some witness protection program? What about Jeffrey Epstein himself? Supposedly dead, right? Has his funeral been reported? When did he die? When did he get buried? When was his funeral? It wasn't reported. You know why? Because it never happened. Why? Because Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. Same case, same goes for Virginia Giuffre. 60 Minutes Australia, this news network. I haven't seen them cover Virginia Giuffre's funeral. No articles, I haven't seen anything. If someone has, please send me a link. Send me an article of when Virginia Giuffre's funeral took place. Because, it's a tragedy, right? Supposed to commemorate her, right? When was her funeral? These things didn't happen. They played up the story. It was a farce. It was a psyops right from the beginning. Even years back then, they planned for such things to potentially pan out. They planned for this. They planned to, put out this hysteria that, okay, Jeffrey Epstein, supposedly deleted himself, and only to find out, no, Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah. Now, people are just zeroed in on the Epstein cover-up in air quotes. It's done on purpose. I've referenced the movie Now You See Me. Sleight of hand. You humans are so dumb that while you're busy focusing here, you're not aware of what's going on over here. While the oldest methods of magic tricks, the art of magic tricks, get the sheep to focus here, meanwhile you're busy doing something else here. Because while they're busy, their eyes are here, they're not paying attention to what's happening here. You get it? The media is talking about this. The media it's been like the hot topic, trending on Twitter. Why isn't it banned? Why is it that certain things are banned and certain things aren't? Nick Fuentes is banned, but the Epstein fiasco isn't. They show you things that they have no problem you seeing, you knowing about, because they want you. Yeah, they want you to keep obsessing over the whole Epstein thingy. And every other powerful media network is in on it. I'm seeing Piers Morgan. This is Ian Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's brother, and then he gives his take, either for or opposing. I am of the opinion, of the stance, that a lot of the things that Ian Maxwell said are true. Ian Maxwell is saying the truth. Why? Because most people are like, "Are you kidding me? No victims? What are you talking about? There's no victims. Oh my goodness, the Prince Andrew, the photo. He said it's photoshopped. Oh, it's not for yeah." Another thing, have you noticed that Prince Andrew alleges that let's talk about Ian Maxwell. He said that Ghislaine Maxwell was attending his their mother's birthday, that same day the photo was taken. Now Piers Morgan asked him, "Okay, are you saying the photo is fake?" He said, I'm saying that a person can't be at two places at once." And then Piers Morgan says, "Yeah, but the venue between your mother's birthday party and where the venue of the photo was taken was only about 30 kilometers away or so. Right? If I remember correctly." Notice, Ian Maxwell didn't deny that the photo wasn't fake. He didn't answer. He just said, "Oh, I'm just saying people can't be two places at once." So in other words, he's not denying that the photo was... He declined to... he neglected to answer whether or not the photo was fake or not. So if the photo was fake, you should ask deeper questions. Because Prince Andrew said that, the photo was photoshopped. What is it? Now, this is where you need to be smart. You need to use lawyer tactics. Maybe the photo was photoshopped, but what is it about the photo that was photoshopped? Is it him, Andrew, himself? Or was it Ghislaine? Or was it Virginia? Or was it the background that was photoshopped? Or was the photo the color of the photo, the shading, was it slightly altered, lighter or darker? A few shades red, a few shades blue, whatever. Because Prince Andrew might be saying the truth that the photo was photoshopped, but to what extent, to what degree, what in the photo was photoshopped? Was something photoshopped in or something photoshopped out? Because in court, Virginia Giuffre is about to accept the deposition appearance or plea, whatever, to appear for deposition. And I'm telling you folks, whatever that she says, believe her. Whatever Ghislaine Maxwell says in that deposition hearing, believe her. Because if she says that, there's nothing in it. Take that as gospel. She'll be telling the truth. Because Jeffrey Epstein really didn't do any crime. I know that, folks, it's reverse psychology. What do the Antichrist believe in? antichrists. They believe in everything that flips to its opposite. So what you desperately want to come out is that, yay, this politician, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Obama, yay, in jail, only to find out that they got you. Because now, either way, actually they have us by the nuts. Either way, our trust in the justice system is gonna take a tumble. And at that point, hello Mad Max. You know the movie Mad Max? Yeah. I'm talking about chaos. Where there's, chaos and disorder, societal disorder. That is the goal of the Agent Smiths. They want to accelerate that process. This is the journey to lead up to it. Get people to distrust the courts, the justice system, the police. That's what they want. Because they believe that the Messiah can only return when the world is in shambles. Mad Max. What do you think these movies are made for? I can even throw in the movie The Book of Eli starring Denzel Washington. These movies are foreshadowing future events. Do you see now when I said believe Ghislaine Maxwell? Because they play reverse psychology on us. It's all sleight of hand, reverse psychology, psyops. So I see Vincent Oshana. Yeah, but Piers, we need justice. We need justice. The people, the children. There's no way that they. What? You just forget about it? Oh, Piers, the children, those 6 scumbags over there at PBD podcast value statement. Yeah, it's all a stage, folks. Just like the penguins of Madagascar, they want you. They're trying to communicate to you. You didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything, right?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. No, sir.
Skipper? That penguin from Madagascar, that scene? You didn't see anything. But as humans, now we have a knee-jerk reaction to do the opposite. To really try to seek our teeth into it. Either way, it's going to have a downer effect. And that is to get people to distrust the justice system and therefore having people riot on the streets and ensue chaos everywhere. Speaking of chaos, Elon Musk, I've heard him on Joe Rogan talk about he could potentially come back to South Africa because he might get deported by, Trump since they had a falling out. Yeah, and some South Africans, just like a bunch of penguins, low IQ penguins, clapping, Elon Musk coming back means we can have Starlink in South Africa and have SpaceX. If he can bring SpaceX and Tesla here to South Africa, that would mean job opportunities. Yeah. You see, this is the problem with normies. They think here, like the level of IQ, they never think further than the tip of their nose. They're thinking job opportunities. Yeah, if you know Elon Musk like how we do, shout out to Candace Owens, the Midas touch. I like to refer to them as the residual images created by the Agent Smiths. I've explained what that means. Okay? Elon Musk coming back to South Africa would be a terrible idea. Because a lot of you normies think you never think further than the tip of your nose. Job opportunities, yay! It would mean Terminator Judgment Day. Now I say, please let us all welcome Elon Musk back home. I mean, technically, you can't block him from coming back. Legally, you can't block him. But I'm just saying that don't be happy about it. If Elon Musk, of which I don't see that happening, because Elon Musk sold his soul like Cypher to live out his fantasy, his dream of having the title the richest man on earth. You know Cypher, when he ate that piece of steak. oh, this piece of steak is so sweet, although my brain is telling me that it's weak. Sorry, although my brain is telling me that it's fake. Agent Smith can grant you anything, folks. What's the point of a man inheriting the entire world, yet losing his soul in the process? It's a Bible quote. Elon Musk coming back to South Africa would be terrible. So I say this whole AI transhumanism, because Elon Musk is a transhumanist. Do you really want Judgment Day to happen here in South Africa? I don't want that. I don't want to live in that type of world. Let him stay over there. Let Elon Musk stay way over there and let him usher in Judgment Day. Sorry, let him usher in Terminator Judgment Day or Terminator Genesis. Let him usher in Terminator Judgment Day way over there, away from us. Because AI taking over, folks, it's... My goodness, have you not seen I, Robot, starring Will Smith? Ready Player One, The Matrix. Have you not seen? I mean, these are clues. This is not a good thing. My fellow South Africans, Elon Musk coming back to South Africa and building SpaceX, at face value, the idea seems nice at first. Yes, job opportunities, we get to have cyber trucks here in South Africa. You really want a vehicle that can self-drive and is monitoring you and can lock you up if you are suspected of hate speech and just simply drive and drop you off at the police station. Is that really what you want? That is already happening, by the way, over there in America with those way more vehicles, self-driving vehicles. You see, some of you norms may detract because some of us, we live, let's say, 5 years into the future. So you detract to us now, you repel, you're like, oh, MrShowTym, you're just so full of hatred, and then Bob's your uncle. At some point, eventually our conspiracy theories get proven to be right. So Elon Musk coming back to South Africa. I know there's like celebrity stardust all over Elon Musk. Oh wow, coming back to South Africa, yay! The peasants shall rejoice, the peasants shall clap like seals. Oh, oi, 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 oi! But they do not know what awaits them. Normies. What are we going to do about them? We should exterminate them. You know, folks, AI contributes to brain rot. It is very easy to rule over a society when the people are dumb and stupid. And AI incentivizes laziness and stupidity. I don't use ChatGPT. Okay, fine. I may have asked ChatGPT to write me a description for my YouTube videos, for my description. So if you go on the, at the bottom, you see the YouTube description? Yeah. That one time, everyone gets one chance, okay? But for the most part, I don't use ChatGPT because my brain still functions fairly well, thank you very much, like a well-oiled machine. Now, a lot of you are like, oh wow, AI, this is amazing. Hey AI, what's 1 + 1? Doo-doo. 1 + 1 = 5. You see, AI said 1 + 1 is equal to 5.
Wow, I didn't even do anything.
Normies. Normies, like, they cannot be saved. But we really must try. Because all of us live in this world together. But that's all I have to say for now. I wish Julian Assange all the best. There's no way we can save him. It's very sad just sitting here and not being able to do anything legally. Because if the people, they try to defend Julian Assange and say, oh no, Julian Assange is not going anywhere. That's an indictment on each of those people who are involved in blocking. That's a criminal charge right there for impeding on an arrest or, Now, how many people are willing to throw away their lives for one? How many people are willing to catch criminal charges for one person? Sure, an important individual since then, yeah. But how many people are willing to go that far and sacrifice that much? I don't think so. I don't think there's many. But if you've been watching this far, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. And don't fall for the psyops. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.
Away.